which really sucks because it was one of my most liked tweets. Here's the thing though, when you upload someone else's works to YouTube, if you just straight upload a movie or a TV show or a music video, a song, something like that, the person who owns that totally has the right to take down the video unless it falls under fair use, which is like a legal thing. I don't really know what it means. I just know that commentary videos like what I made fall under fair use. So my video was totally fair use. And Billion Surprise Toys probably knew that. They really didn't have any right to take down my video because it was totally legal for it to be up. So I was like, okay, I can just dispute the copyright claim because my video is fair use. And YouTube will appeal it, and then I'll be good. The video will be back up. But here's the problem. YouTube's copyright claim system works in a very weird way where if I were to like appeal the copyright claim, YouTube wouldn't look at it and be like, oh, this is fair use. They would just send it over to Billion Surprise Toys and be like, hey, Billion Surprise Toys, is this guy right? Is this really fair use? Is he allowed to use it? Which is kind of dumb because Billion Surprise Toys put the false claim on the video in the first place. So do you really think they're gonna be like, huh, yeah, no, now that you mention it, this is fair use. We're totally sorry. We didn't mean to do that. And it also said that if Billion Surprise Toys decides to keep the copyright claim on it, they could also give my channel a copyright strike. And if you get 3 of those, then your channel gets deleted. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna do that because there's no way that they're going to let me appeal it. But luckily, somehow my manager has a contact at YouTube and he contacted them and was like, hey, this video got taken down for no reason. Can you guys get it back up? And to my surprise, they were actually like, sure. Yeah, your video is totally fair use. It should be up. So things were finally starting to look up. YouTube was on my side and they were gonna put my video back up. So like 2 days, I think, after it got taken down, I woke up and I checked Twitter and a few people had tweeted me saying, your video's back up. And I went to my channel and lo and behold, it was. The video was back up. Monetization was still disabled, which was kind of weird. But I was like, as long as the video's back up and people can see it, that's fine with me. I just wanted people to see the video because I thought it was a really good video. I made an entire song for the video. I put a lot of work into that. I also had a brand deal on that video. So the fact that it got taken down was kind of a bummer because I was contractually obligated to have that video up. But the video was back up. And I was feeling good. So I tweeted that the video was back out. I think I had a little badass line in there like, Papa will not be silenced or something like that. Like, Papa's story must be told. The video is back up and we are sticking it to the man. I kind of did feel like a little bit of a badass, if I'm being real with you. I felt like a little bit of a savage, honestly. And I think rightfully so. I felt like I was really sticking it to Billion Surprise Toys. So I tweeted out the video. People were loving it for like 1 minute. And then like 1 minute after I tweeted out the video, I started getting tweets from people like, it's not back up, what are you talking about? The link just takes us to a page that says the video was taken down. They took down the video again. I don't know what happened. It's like they were just trying to fuck with me. They were playing like mind games with me. They wanted me to get a little cocky just for 1 second just so they could shut me down again. And now I look like an idiot because I had tweeted about it, acting all cool like Papa will not be silenced, and then people click on the link and it takes them to a blank video page. Now, look, there were a lot of reasons that I wanted to have that video up. To get views? Yeah. Get more subscribers? Of course. That coin? Obviously. But the thing that really got me, the real reason that I needed to fight for this video was for Papa. All he ever wanted was to be a good dad. He just wanted to sing songs with his son about eating sugar and getting out of bed and together bathing. And Billion Surprise Toys just deleted him out of existence just because people thought he was a funny character. They deleted him, and then the second somebody comes along to call him out on it, like I did in my video, they silenced me. No justice for Papa. This was no longer a fight for me. This was a fight for Papa. So after this whole thing where they like put up my video and took it back down just to fuck with me, I was like, okay, I have the legal right to have this video up, right? They didn't have the right to take it down. So I decided that the only logical thing for me to do would be to tweet, I'm looking at my legal options against Billion Surprise Toys to try to get my video back up because they didn't have any right to take it down. And not even 10 minutes after I tweeted that, I got an email from YouTube saying that the copyright claim was released. What? I don't know if it's a weird coincidence and YouTube really just fixed it like they said they were going to, or if literally Billion Surprise Toys was so scared of me even just reviewing my legal options that they just like released the copyright claim on spot. The video was back up, it was monetized again. Honestly, I really don't know what happened and why the video got put back up. I'm just happy it did. It just goes to show you how much you can accomplish when you review your legal options. You know, I think I finally understand what those Instagram ads mean when they say legally skilled, because I feel pretty legally skilled right now. Whatever the reason that they released the copyright claim on the video, I'm just happy that Papa's story will live on. So if you haven't watched the video yet because you didn't get a chance to while it was up originally and then it got taken down, it's back up now. It's totally monetized. There's a song at the end of it that I think is really good, and there's an ad at the end of it, so please watch that. There still is one problem though that I never got fixed. Like I said, I posted the music video on Twitter. The video that I used in it was heavily edited. A lot of it wasn't even Billion Surprise Toys video. I didn't use any audio from Billion Surprise Toys. It was a totally original song. I didn't even sample them, but they got that video taken down. And it really sucked because it was one of my most liked tweets. I was getting really good feedback on it. People were like legitimately enjoying the song as a song. So we contacted Twitter too, just like we contacted YouTube, but Twitter's response was basically, yeah, your video does seem like it's fair use, but it's kind of out of our hands. They didn't really want to do anything. They didn't want to get involved in this copyright dispute. So maybe I'll just have to concede on the Twitter thing. Maybe the song is just something I can't beat Billion Surprise Toys on. I got what I wanted with the YouTube video. The video's back up, but maybe people just weren't meant to listen to this song, is something that I thought, and then also made it into a full song and got it on iTunes and Spotify and every other streaming service. And then it got to #1 on the iTunes comedy charts for like 3 days straight, and also has over 100,000 streams on Spotify. I'll link to it in the description. There's a whole nother verse that wasn't in the original video. I highly advise you listen to it. If not because it's a good song, then just because Billion Surprise Toys doesn't want you to hear it. So overall, this was a very stressful experience. Getting my video taken down that I worked very hard on was definitely disappointing. But in the end, I think we all learned something. With perseverance, a lot of dedication, and just a little bit of reviewing your legal options, you can fight the man. In this case, the man being Chad. Fuck you, Chad. This whole experience really got me thinking about nursery rhymes. It seems like a lot of Billion Surprise Toys are based around nursery rhymes. The Humpty Dumpty one especially, I got a lot of comments about that, and how I kept saying that Humpty Dumpty is an egg, and he's depicted as an egg and everything. But a lot of people commented on that video that nowhere in the nursery rhyme does it say that Humpty Dumpty is an egg. And that's a very good point. It doesn't. It just says that he's sitting on a wall, he had a great fall, and they can't put him back together. So when did he become an egg? Like what? How is he an egg? But literally in every depiction you could find, he's an egg. Or at least like sort of a fleshy human egg hybrid. I've seen that in a few places too. So I really got to thinking, like, what is Humpty Dumpty supposed to be? What is the nursery rhyme about? Is the nursery rhyme actually about a human falling off a wall? And when he hits the ground, he like splatters into pieces? And all of the king's horses and men are trying to put him back together? It's just like his torso and his head, and they're trying to like pop his arms and legs back into his socket like a Mr. Potato Head? Also, why are the horses helping? It says all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Why would the horses be able to help? The Wikipedia article for Humpty Dumpty actually says that nobody really knows what Humpty Dumpty is about. There's lots of different theories that range from King Richard III of England to a canon. I'm guessing they introduced the egg character because like the image of a human falling from a great height and splattering into pieces, and people like desperately scrambling to try to put him back together and like, I don't know, put his intestines back into his stomach and his eyes back into his socket was maybe a little bit too gruesome for children back in the old days. At least that's what I thought until I started looking at other nursery rhymes. And they're fucked up. I think that Billion Surprise Toys actually takes a lot of inspiration from nursery rhymes because of how bizarre they are. Take this classic nursery rhyme, the lullaby song Rockabye Baby. Billion Surprise Toys actually has a video where they sing Rockabye Baby, even though they change a few of the lyrics from the original. But have you ever listened to the lyrics of that song? Like the real lyrics? Because there's a modern version, but then there's like the actual version. First off, what does Rockabye Baby mean? Rock-a-bye baby. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like a string of random words put together. I'm gonna come up with a nursery called String Sauce Camel Baby. Okay, here's the lyrics to the real Rockabye Baby song. Rockabye baby, on the treetops, when the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all. So this is like a song that's meant to soothe kids right before you put them to sleep, right? How the fuck is this supposed to be calming? at all to kids. Hey, so the second you fall asleep, I'm gonna put you up in a tree during a storm, and the wind is gonna blow you off, and you're gonna fall and die. Shh, shh, shh. Good night. Why does falling from great heights seem to be a theme in nursery rhymes? Humpty Dumpty falls from a great height. Kids are apparently falling out of trees while sleeping. I feel like nursery rhymes, in my head,